We're good to go?
Thank you everyone for coming to tonight's Get Back Township Supervisors meeting. Let's rise for a pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Quick roll call. Paul Fox, I am here. Marion Ellis.
Here.
Karen Lynch.
Here.
Barbara McGinnis.
Here.
Alice Eastmuir.
Here.
Justin Stotler.
Here.
Joseph Pools. Here. Tim Woodrow.
I'm here.
And Matt Warmaker is not here this evening. Prior to this meeting, we had an executive session where we discussed personnel matters and some potential land acquisition. And now we have a public announcement. I'll turn over to Mr. Pools.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before we move on to that announcement, I'd like to change the order of the agenda items slightly, if I may, to address item number 1 of my solicitor's report, which involves the resignation of Nicholas Fountain from this Board of Supervisors. As you know, following the criminal charges filed against Mr. Fountain, this board called for his resignation. Mr. Fountain has tendered that resignation in writing, and I would ask the board if there is now a motion to accept that resignation effective immediately.
I make the motion.
I have a second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. On to the announcement, Mr. Chairman. Having accepted that resignation, the State Township Code now sets forth a process for filling the vacant seat on the Board of Supervisors. In conformance with that process, this board will, until 5 p.m. on October 15, 1 week from today, accept letters of interest and resumes from any registered voter of Skippack Township who has resided in the township for a period in excess of 1 year and wishes to be appointed to fill the open seat. Those letters of interest and resumes can be dropped off at the township building from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or emailed to info@skipbacktownship.org. Those letters of interest will be then reviewed by the 4 seated supervisors. On October 29 at 7 p.m., the Board of Supervisors will hold a special public meeting at this township building. A small selected number of final candidates for the vacancy will then, on October 29, be offered 10 minutes to publicly explain to the community their experience and qualifications for township supervisor. After hearing from those final candidates, the 4 existing members of the Board of Supervisors will, at that same October 29 public meeting, vote to fill the vacancy. If the 4 members of this board are unable to reach a majority vote at that time, the appointment will then go to the vacancy board, which is comprised of the 4 supervisors and the township's vacancy board chairman, Anthony Bucci. Those 4 existing supervisors plus Mr. Bucci will then vote as the vacancy board at the regularly scheduled public meeting on November 12 at 7 p.m. to appoint a 5th supervisor. The newly appointed 5th supervisor, commencing on November 12, 2025, would then occupy that seat subject to the November 2027 municipal election for an additional 2-year term. We will post this process on the township website and on Facebook. Please share this information with anyone you think would be interested. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have in form of the announcement.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Pools. We'll move to public comment. I see there's a lot of newer faces, so just a quick summary of the rules. Say whatever you want. This is not Q&A. You can make whatever comment you want. You have up to 5 minutes. You don't need to consume all 5 minutes. If you start to repeat yourself, be cognizant of time for other people to make their comments. Please come up to the podium and use the microphone so everyone can hear you well. I knew someone would come up.
John Hopkins, just wondering about an update on Bocce Course. Do you guys have anything that you can share?
Is that on the agenda for this evening, an update for Bocce Court?
It is not, but I can handle that under my agenda if all that appropriate.
Yeah, oh, we'll kind of keep this as a comment, right? Thank
No
you.
problem.
Yep. Other public comment? All right, seeing none, I will move on. Let's see here, we go through presentation. We have no presentations for this evening, so our public safety reports. That brings us to you, Barry. What do you have for us from the EMS?
Sure.
Oh. You can put it back on, Barry.
So that I remember.
Right on the top. down towards the bottom. There you go.
Technology. Like to make a report for Skipback EMS for September 2025. We had a total of 240 calls for that month. Those calls break down as follows. We had 94 in Skipback Township, 21 at SCIP, the prison. We had 55 calls in Worcester Township, 21 calls in Perkiomen Township, 24 calls in Trout Borough, and 19 calls in Lower Salford Township. The rest were amongst the other various communities that we go to. Again, we are still working on trying to get payments from the prison. That still has become an issue. We're now up to a little over 90 days since we received our last payment. It was a total of about $72,000.
$72,000.
Correct.
We should have a news day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere, you got another item on here.
What's that?
Consideration potential action upon Skipback EMS for the sewer repair, the amount of $14,300. Remind us what that is.
So last year we had put in to have the sewers repaired, the sewer pump repaired, and at that point in time, a contractor was assigned by the township agreement because that was being paid through the ARPA money. He came in to try to replace that sewer pump, and when he did, he found out that the lines that come off the pump have deteriorated or rotted. The solution to that is the whole tank actually has to be replaced. So I think I gave you the figures on what that would.
Yes, $14,300. I'm aware, I just want to make sure the audience is aware.
Okay.
So there's a
the
request
total,
for action in it.
so the total bill at this point, I think, is somewhere around 28,000. I'm sorry, I didn't bring that with me. But should be in the letter.
What I see here is a request.
14.5.
14.5.
They
I
gave
see
you a
14.3
discount.
here.
14.3 is the additional sum.
That's the bill that they
That's the bill
provided
that-
for us.
So that's exactly, that would be the additional funding that would be.
So the request for tonight is $14,300, and that will finish off a brand new sewer tank, plumbing, and 2 pumps.
Correct.
And the tank is on order, and we have a line of sight to it coming in. Well, that's not always a given anymore, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, are there any questions for Mr. Evans about the tank that we've discussed a few times? I want to make sure the audience had a chance to weigh in. All right, do I have a motion to authorize payment of $14,300 for the sewer repair to Skipback EMS?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you.
Yep. And I see that, the fire company, Mr. Marriott, you're here as well. Hey, there you go.
This is a report from August 1st through September 30th of this year. We had a total of 48 calls with 32 different personnel in service for 237 hours and 27 minutes. 2/3 of the calls, 32 of those were actually in Skipback, others were in surrounding townships. The breakdown of that 48, 10 building fires, 2 electrical fires, 9 fire or carbon monoxide alarms, 6 accidents or rescues, 2 field fires, 6 gas odors or leaks, 3 smoke in the area calls, 9 assist EMS, and 1 assist the police. There was 8 different in-house and fire academy trainings during that time period with 24 different individuals for 196 hours. And the only other thing to remind everybody of is our open houses tomorrow night at the firehouse from 6 to 8. So we'd love to see you all there.
We have our budget meeting tomorrow night. We gotta work these things out going
We're
forward.
gonna do both, so you guys
Any
can vote
questions for
right.
Chief, Marriott before he goes out? All right, thank you, sir.
Yep.
All right, next is the approval of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the September 10th, 2025 Board of Supervisor meeting minutes?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, the treasurer report as of September 30th. Do I have a motion to accept, acknowledge the treasurer's report?
Make the motion. I'll second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's pay some bills. Do we have a motion to approve the bills paid September 11th through October 7th? I only seen half of it. Hold on a second.
Second page.
Second page only has the bills to be paid October 8th.
That's all I got.
That's all those bills. There's no listing.
There's no other bills? It's only bills to be paid October 8th, that's it?
The bills paid, no, you have the bills that were paid September 11th through October 7th, and then the listing is the bills come to be paid.
I don't have that listed, hold on a second. I'm not getting that, can you? So there's usually a section for the bills paid up to today, and the bills to be paid today, it's two separate sections of the same, not, don't like that. Right here, same thing.
So, since the transfer, there's no,
There are no bills?
no, they were all paid already.
So
we don't need to approve the amount got approved last month, it's just that you approved that they got paid, and then this is a listing of the upcoming bills.
All right, no problem. Well, it's certainly, certainly different, so I'll have to look at that for next time. So you're saying all we have to do is bills be paid today, October 8th?
Correct.
All right. Do I have a motion to pay today, the general fund, $504,079.52, the open space fund of $1,992.01, and the sewer fund for $39,811.42, as well as a liquid fuels fund of $137,746.19. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion second, all in favor? Mr. Woodrow, Township Engineer, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Mr. Fox. Just a couple of things on my agenda tonight. It is October, and again, the time of year we're thinking about snow and ice removal. You know, annually the board seeks bids to assist our Public Works Department for two sections of town, one kind of southeast, one north of 73. And I'd just like authorization of the board to bid out that snow and ice removal contract to assist Public Works this winter.
I will make the motion to bid out the ice and snow removal. Is there a second?
I will second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Also tonight, intersection of Route 113 and 73, our traffic engineers, traffic planning and design have been working on design plans, and they're also working on a grant application on behalf of the board to help fund some of that construction. That grant application requires a resolution of the Board of Supervisors to transmit that application. And so we asked the board to adopt resolution number
25-30.
25-30.
Any questions for Mr. Woodrow? Do I have a motion to approve resolution 2025-30, authorize the submission of application of the 2025 PA DCED Commonwealth Financing Authority Multimodal Transportation Fund Grant?
I'll make that motion.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Next on my agenda is a follow-up discussion on the reforestation efforts at Menifee Park. Recall last month we talked about the ash borer damage to that woodland. We rejected bids for a wholesale planting of that area. In the alternative, we had been talking to the Perkiomen Conservancy, Ryan Betts and his team. They have provided us with a proposal to use local volunteer forces to purchase, plant, prep the soils, protect, and water a section of that park, kind of as a kickoff to a larger effort next year. They have also suggested that they can work with us. There is a grant program. It used to be Tree Vitalize. It's now called Trees for Watersheds. And they'll be filling out that grant application on behalf of Skipjack Township for us. This current proposal for your consideration is not to exceed $10,000, again, for site prep, tree purchase, installation, tree protection and maintenance, and watering and establishment care. And I think that's consistent with our discussions last week, so if that is still appropriate, I'd ask for a motion to approve that effort.
So you say not to exceed $10,000, so we don't have a bill, did we?
Right, it's a
we're guessing.
proposal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And remind us again what the original arborist wanted, like that $40,000?
It was a little more than that, a little expected.
Yep. All right, any other questions for Mr. Woodrow? All right, I'll make the motion to authorize up to $10,000 to fund the Perkiomen Watershed Conservancy for replanting the trees.
I'll second it.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you very much. We've told people many times over the last number of months that we're gonna start this effort, so this is good news for them, for sure.
Okay, good.
Just following up then on the bocce courts, recall
Oh,
that
yes, right.
the board did award the bocce court resurfacing and drainage project to Xavier Construction. I am waiting for them to return bid documents, which they said would be this week. And once we have that in hand, we'll issue an authorization to proceed and we'll get going with that work.
When does the next league stop? When's the break to get work done?
Stops.
November?
2 weeks tonight, actually, 2 weeks tonight.
Oh, that should work out.
And we start off mid-March.
All right, and I'll go tearing it up because you got a new one coming in.
Great.
And we shut down completely, right? Or is the other group still playing in the morning?
I don't know. We don't know that.
Okay.
I don't know that.
Do we have a contact for that group?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's make sure that we coordinate
Yeah.
all play. All right, and what's the estimate of time to redo that surface?
Yeah, they did say that if, once they're here, it's only a couple of weeks to get that done.
Weeks, okay, weeks, not days, gotcha. You guys good with that? Good.
Tim, how many other bocce courts does that company?
Yeah, in their resume, in their qualifications for bid, they didn't do a tremendous number of bocce courts, but they've done a tremendous number of putting greens. So,
Okay.
same kind of effort with, working with synthetic turf, being very concerned about grade and line. So, they seem to have a sufficient background to do that.
That translates, yeah.
You know, at Rod, you need to have what works, you gotta do low bid, right? So if they're qualified and certified and done low bid, you gotta go with them. We hold bond, we hold them accountable. I hear you, we get it. Yeah, well, sorry. It's bocce, how specific does it have to be? Just kidding.
I'm not going there. Well, that's all I had, Barney, any questions?
All right, thank you. Any questions, Mr. Woodjoe? All right, then we're back to you, Mr. Coles. One more item?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I have one remaining item on the solicitor's report listed as number 2, and it is my request for authorization to execute a stipulation agreement on behalf of the township, settling a lawsuit filed by an individual who alleges they were injured in a bicycle accident on Skipback Trail. It is covered by the insurance company. It involves the expenditure of no township funds, and I'm only asking for your authorization to execute that stipulation agreement, which obviously includes a full release from the plan.
All right, I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Oh,
We have motion and second. Are there any questions? All those in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have.
Okay. So our planner's in here tonight, but I have a statement here to read about our comprehensive plan. The Skipback Township Comprehensive Plan 2035 draft is available for 45-day public review. All comments, questions, and input are due by October 31st. So it's out there posted, go take a look. If there's something you'd like to make comment or input to, email info@skipbacktownship.org, or give a call over, or stop in and say hi to the staff. Any questions about that? We're at the end run here. We expect that next month we would vote to adopt it, and that will be our marching orders for governing for the next decade or so, okay? Now we're on to Alice, Township Manager, what do you have for us?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Number 1 on my list is just to let everybody know that we have our scheduled 2026 budget public workshop tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. So if anybody would like to attend, we'd love to have you be a part of it. The second thing on my list is consideration and potential action for our MS4 Perkiomen Watershed membership donation of $1,000. We work very closely with the Perkiomen Watershed and taking care of our water contributaries and runoff and making sure that everything stays clean and to the MS4 codes. And we did donate $1,000 last year, so we would like to mimic that this year to support them in their efforts.
Any questions about that? Is there a motion to pay the Perkiomen Watershed membership donation of $1,000?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Motion and second, all in favor? All right, keep
Thank
going.
you. And the third thing on my list is consideration of potential action for resolution 2025-31, which is amending the township's 2025 holiday schedule. We had an error when it was listed at our reorg meeting, in which all the holidays are approved ahead of time. And we had our Veterans Day listed as November 10th, which is Monday, and that was inaccurate. Obviously, we wanna honor our veterans on Veterans Day, November 11th. So I just need to get approval, from the board to change that date.
I'll make the motion to pass resolution 2025-31, changing the township's holiday schedule to correctly observe Veterans Day on November 11th. Is there a second? Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. And the last thing is to announce that our movie in the park, which will take place on October 17th at 7:30, will now be at Church Road Park. So we're moving it from Lenape for this event. Dee Dee D'Angelo, who is our special event person, has worked very closely with some of the Skip Pack Village merchants, and they're doing a whole event together. So it's gonna end up where the kids and families can go right into Church Road Park and enjoy a movie and popcorn to end their event. So I just wanted to make that public announcement for everyone.
And what's the movie?
Yeah, what's the movie?
Hocus Pocus?
Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus.
Sounding an awesome event. Thank the staff. Anything else, Alice?
I do not have anything else, Mr. Chairman.
I see nothing under old business or new business. Comments from the board, left to right this time. Barbara, you have anything?
I do not, short of the celebration on Monday in Philadelphia for the 250th Navy. It will be a big parade.
You gonna be down there with the horses?
I will be down there with the horses and the First City Troop. So, we go 7 o'clock in the parade, look for us. All my rescue horses.
Hopefully the, Phillies victory parade as well.
That'd be nice.
Anything else, Barbara?
That's it.
Cameron?
I have no comments this evening. Thank you.
Marion?
None from me, thanks.
I have no comments as well. Thank you all for coming out this evening. This meeting is adjourned.